Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This is Justin.
Wyatt?
And today we're reviewing a cigar that one of our viewers asked us to review, the Ortega Serie D Natural. I don't know really a whole lot about this cigar. I found it at a local shop in Albuquerque. It's a beautiful little box press for Busto, but it's a nice typical brown wrapper. Seams are done well, but they are visible. Got a few veins, moderate. I don't think there'll be a problem though. Cap's done nice. Nice firm pack, like almost feel like a dang brick. Man, that's really firm. A little worried, but we'll see how that goes through. Off aroma, I don't get a whole lot. Maybe seems like maybe a sweet tobacco and a bit of barnyard off the rubber. Mostly just like a medium to rich tobacco off the flip. Maybe a bit of sweetness. What?
Yeah, nice looking little stick. I don't know a thing about this cigar, but yeah, good construction, really firm pack. But yeah, that aroma, I definitely get that sweet tobacco and barnyard. I guess the only other addition I would have to that is maybe like cedar or something. A little bit of kind of a light woodsiness there. And I pick up more of that at the foot. Very sweet at the foot. It's almost like you just opened up, I don't know, a candy bar or something. Ooh. But very nice. Very nice.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, pretty woodsy finish to me. Not necessarily sweet, but pretty light. Not very long lasting. A little bit of pepper in there, but not a whole lot. What do you think?
I pick up the pepper. Tapping wood. It's very not a whole lot right now getting off the cigar. It's very medium. The spices seems to be building into the finish.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not a whole lot right now.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably going to be mild to medium,
Yeah.
unless that pepper picks up.
Even as firm a pack, it's a very nice draw. I can't complain about the draw. Seems to be holding up well. Very impressed with that. But so far it's a decent start. I get maybe a little bit of woodsiness and some pepper in the finish. And it builds. It starts out very mild and it builds up to a nice medium.
Yeah.
But it doesn't last a super long time. It's usually clean by the time I go into the next draw. So it's not a super long finish, but that may change. Let's get into the first third and see how it develops. Welcome back. We're about 10 minutes into this Ortega Serie D Natural. The first few minutes or so, it was just pepper. That was playing the whole thing for a while there. As I said, it steadily built, and it kept building. It kept building. It was a pepper blast almost for me for the first probably half inch or so. It's starting to subside for me, and I'm starting to pick up more of the wood again that I talked about when we first lit up. Almost like a sweet wood and pepper. Wyatt mentioned sweet pepper, and I agree. There's definitely a slight little sweetness in there, but mostly wood and still having a pepper coming in on the finish. It's still not super long, but pretty decent. I would say around medium in body and about medium in strength. Draw is still great. No construction issues. So far, really enjoying it.
Yeah, I agree. You know, throughout this first inch or so of the cigar, there hasn't been any real predominant in-your-face type of flavors, except for that pepper. You know, it just kind of sits there on your tongue, and it's not like an overpowering pepper. You know, it's not something that makes you, knocks you out. But there's there's that. There's a little bit of woodsiness, but my biggest problem with this cigar so far is that the finish doesn't last very long. You know, by the time I'm taking my next puff, the finish is already gone, so I can't really discern, you know, what flavors I'm really getting and are really present in the cigar. It's good. I mean, it's very good. The burn has been excellent. I haven't had any burn problems. Construction is great, and you know, for as firm a pack as this cigar has, the draw is very open, very smooth. So I don't have any problems with it. Not even taste-wise. I just wish that I don't know, it had an extra little zing.
Yeah, right now it's a little simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little one-dimensional, but we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into the second third, approach the midpoint, see how it goes. Well, welcome back. We're about halfway, and still kind of one-dimensional, but it's pretty decent. I shouldn't say one-dimensional. I've got a new flavor. It's kind of like a cedar, is what I'll call the woodsy flavor. And it's kind of cedar and a bit of nuttiness coming in later in the finish. Pepper is still there, but it doesn't really stick around. That's my one complaint with this cigar is the finish is relatively short. It's usually clean by the time I go into the next draw. But other than that, a very pleasant cigar. No complaints other than that. The smoke is very thick. It coats your tongue. But I don't want to say creamy or chewy. It's just very thick and very ample amounts of it. The draw is still nice. Construction's pretty decent. I've had a couple of touch-ups, but nothing serious. They might have worked themselves out, but I get a little antsy. So far, decent smoke.
Yeah, not a really complex cigar. Nothing's really, you know, jumping out and saying, here I am. But nice smoke. I mean, the construction has been great, and I agree with what Justin said, though. I mean, you take a puff, and there's lots of smoke, and it coats your tongue. I mean, you know, it's got all sorts of flavors in the smoke, but for some reason, neither of us are getting anything on the finish. That little bit of pepper is gone, and now it's just kind of that cedar aftertaste. So it's nice. You know, but this is definitely, to me, the type of cigar that I'd probably take out on the golf course. You know, it's definitely enjoyable. It's definitely good. You know, but there's just not a lot here that I'm really concentrating on. You know, I keep finding my mind kind of wandering away from the cigar, and then Justin will say, you know, well, I'm sort of getting these flavors, and I'll think, oh yeah, we're smoking a cigar. But yeah, it's good though. I mean, the construction's been great, so I don't have any complaints.
Well, let's get into the final third. See how it goes. Well, welcome back. We're at the nub point of this Ortega Serie D, the natural. Throughout, burn was pretty decent. I only had a couple touch-ups, and like I said, I got a little antsy, so they probably would have fixed themselves. The draw is what I was very impressed with. I mean, this cigar was a firm pack. I mean, it felt like a brick, but the draw was never an issue. Construction was very decent. The veins and stuff burned through really well. I didn't have any issues, no major runners, nothing. Flavors really never changed for me. It was just a nice bit of cedar, little bit of nuttiness, and a slight pepper. The finish was really short. That's my biggest complaint about the cigar, is a very short finish. In this final third, or in this nub area, the body came down for me. It's more like a medium to a mild instead of a full medium in body. And the strength stayed about a medium, but definitely the body dropped down for a little bit. But overall, really decent smoke, just kind of one-dimensional, not a lot going on with it. I would agree with Wyatt. Yeah, it's a good golf course cigar, but it's also a good, probably middle-of-the-day cigar. After lunch, where you just kind of, you know, you're not ending your day, so you don't want something super robust, super full in strength, full in body style cigar. I think it'd be a great mid-afternoon cigar. If I was going to rate it though, I would give it a solid 7. I never had any construction issues. It's ample amounts of smoke. I definitely like that it coats your mouth. I just wish the finish lasted longer. I wish there's a little bit more flavors running around in there. The cedar and the nuttiness and a little bit of pepper is nice, but I really would like some, something a little more complex, maybe some sweetness or a bit of earthy body, something just kind of simple for me, but still a very decent stick.
Yeah, what Justin said. I mean, I totally agree. I've been very impressed with the construction of this cigar. Like Justin said, a very, very firm pack, but excellent draw, excellent burn all the way throughout. But flavor-wise, there wasn't anything really there that really sprang up and really kept me interested, I guess. But yeah, a little bit of cedar, a little bit of nuttiness. That pepper starts off, and it's pretty much dead at about the halfway point. But a good cigar, you know, something I wouldn't have any problem smoking again, but probably not something that I'm going to rush out and get. But yeah, I could see smoking this probably in the morning, at the midpoint of your day out on the golf course. Probably not complex enough to be something that you want to end your day with, but a really, really nice cigar. Like I said, construction has been A+. Smoke has been great, but I'd agree with the 7. I mean, a 7 is a solid rating for this cigar. I'd like to smoke another one and see if I got anything different out of it or if it was the same, but overall, good stick.
The local shop I got these at in Albuquerque recommended the Maduro version over the natural. So maybe that one might have a little bit more of a flavor profile. Very decent stick. And again, this is just our opinion. We're not professionals. We take our opinion with a grain of salt, maybe a bag of salt. You never know with us. This was recommended and asked for us to review by one of our viewers. So thank you very much. And if there's a few of you out there that want us to review a cigar, leave us a comment and we'll definitely try to find it, try to get a hold of it, and give it a review. But in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. But until next time, smoke them if you got 'em.